You open a free utility app on your phone, expecting to complete a simple 5-second task. Before you can even see the main menu, a massive, brightly colored pop-up floods your screen. It features a huge, vibrant green button that reads "Continue with free trial" in bold lettering. Directly underneath it, a large digital countdown timer blinks aggressively, counting down from 10 minutes. A sense of urgency washes over you, suggesting that this incredible offer is about to vanish forever. You look around for a way to close the window, but there is no obvious exit option visible. Only after squinting closely do you spot a tiny, faint gray phrase hidden in the corner. It reads, "No thanks, I prefer to pay full price." Text explicitly designed to shame you. You tap the tiny text, assuming you have safely bypassed the commercial trap without spending money. But next month, you discover a mysterious $40 charge on your credit card statement from this app. You are not the victim of a traditional hacking attack or an accidental technical database glitch. You were systematically manipulated by dark patterns' deliberate user interface choices engineered to exploit human psychology. If you find this investigative exposure into the hidden traps inside your favorite apps valuable, subscribe to Visual Link. The modern digital landscape is no longer designed purely to serve the utility of a user. It has transformed into a psychological minefield where software engineers and designers use behavioral science against you. Dark patterns are user interfaces meticulously optimized to trick people into doing things they never intended to do. These deceptive design architectures intentionally turn human cognitive biases into highly lucrative corporate revenue streams. To understand the sheer scale of this manipulation, we must look at the concept of fake scarcity. When you see a countdown timer or a banner screaming that only 2 items remain in stock, the app is intentionally triggering your evolutionary fear of missing out to bypass your critical thinking. Data audits show that many of these inventory counts and timers are entirely hard-coded into the software. The clock resets every single time a new user refreshes the page, creating a completely artificial crisis. The app manufactures a state of low-level panic, forcing you to buy before you can rationally evaluate. The deception intensifies significantly when you look at how corporations manage recurring digital subscriptions. Designers frequently utilize a manipulative visual layout trick known formally as the pre-selected default option. When signing up for a service, the checkbox to agree to a monthly billing cycle is already ticked. The platform relies entirely on the default effect, the human tendency to accept preset options to save cognitive energy. If you fail to actively uncheck that deeply buried box, you are automatically enrolled in forced continuity. Your credit card is quietly billed month after month, long after you have stopped using the software entirely. But the most notorious dark pattern utilized by major digital platforms is nicknamed the Roach Motel. The phrase comes from the classic pest control slogan, "Roaches check in, but they don't check out." In app design, this means making it incredibly frictionless to sign up, but nearly impossible to cancel. You can subscribe to a premium service with a single, effortless touch of your phone's biometric face scanner. But when you attempt to terminate that exact same subscription, the interface transforms into an endless labyrinth. The app forces you to navigate through 5 separate screens of warnings, alternative discounts, and confusing confirmation questions. The actual button to finalize the cancellation is intentionally made small, unappealing, and buried at the bottom. Major corporations have faced historic, multi-billion-dollar government lawsuits precisely for deploying these deceptive Roach Motel flows. If you're stunned by the hidden psychological warfare occurring on your screen daily, subscribe to Visual Link. To ensure users cannot easily escape these financial traps, designers weaponize basic principles of color theory. The human brain is deeply conditioned to associate bright, highly saturated colors with positive action and advancement. We automatically look for the primary action button, usually colored a solid blue or vibrant green, to move forward. App designers manipulate this subconscious association by coloring the accept or upgrade button with maximum visual prominence. Conversely, they style the cancel, opt out, or decline options using muted gray tones that mimic disabled buttons. Your brain naturally interprets the gray button as unclickable, steering your thumb directly toward the paid selection. Some interfaces even use trick wording, employing double negatives to completely scramble your comprehension before a choice. A prompt might ask, check this box if you do not wish to not receive recurring charges. By the time your brain unpacks the convoluted grammar, you have likely selected the wrong financial option. This digital manipulation has triggered a massive global counter-movement from consumer protection agencies and international regulators. The Federal Trade Commission has actively cracked down on these deceptive designs, enforcing strict click-to-cancel rules. The legal mandate requires that canceling a subscription must be exactly as easy as signing up for it. If an app allows you to subscribe with one click, it must legally allow you to leave. Furthermore, state laws now explicitly declare that consumer consent obtained through dark patterns is legally completely invalid. Despite these aggressive legal interventions, deceptive design choices continue to evolve across thousands of independent applications daily. The financial incentives for companies to trick users into accidental purchases remain incredibly high in competitive markets. As consumers, we must build our own cognitive defense systems to protect our wallets from these traps. Slow down your interaction velocity whenever you encounter a checkout screen or a free trial confirmation page. Actively ignore the bright, colorful primary buttons and carefully read every single line of small background text. Treat every interface as a highly calculated sales pitch designed to capture your money without your awareness. The true power of a dark pattern relies entirely on the consumer remaining completely unconscious of its existence. The moment you learn to identify the tricky wording, the fake timers, and the asymmetric button colors, the illusion loses its psychological grip, and you can comfortably navigate the web on your own terms. Let's build a digital culture that demands absolute transparency, symmetric choice, and ethical user experience design. Share this video with someone who constantly finds mysterious subscription charges on their bank statements today. What is the most frustrating or deceptive app cancellation process you have personally ever had to deal with? Let us know in the comments below if you think app stores should permanently ban developers using dark patterns. Stay informed, stay curious, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more technology and psychology updates. Your continuous support helps us bring you these deeply researched documentaries uncovering the hidden forces shaping our lives. We will see you in our next deep dive as we continue to expose the critical subcultures of the web. Always remember to look closely at the buttons you press, because digital design is never completely accidental. From lines of interface code to the psychological triggers in your mind, the modern world is heavily optimized. We look forward to exploring the next fascinating technological frontier with you, analyzing the innovations and hidden dangers. If you want to support more independent true crime, tech exposure, and consumer psychology documentaries, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Visual Link and turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking report. Have an incredible day ahead, protect your personal financial data closely, and goodbye until our next broadcast. Share your thoughts in the comments section down below and join the global discussion on reclaiming human digital autonomy. As online frameworks continue to evolve, configuring your relationship with interactive media with extreme awareness will be paramount. The consumer tech landscape is shifting rapidly, and it is up to the individual to resist algorithmic exploitation. Until international courts successfully eliminate deceptive design entirely, the war for your wallet will be fought on your screen. Keep auditing your digital habits, study the design choices around you, and help us shine a light on tech.